Hello, and thank you for stopping by the Massachusetts Beer Reviews channel of YouTube. I am Thomas Metal 75, and this is your Massachusetts Beer Review. Today we have a very interesting Massachusetts beer. Yeah. And I've never heard of this beer and then bought it and then looked it up. I'm like, cool. All right, so this is a Lord Hobo Brewing Company beer, as you can tell from the title. And this beer was created to celebrate Lord Hobo and their 5th anniversary. It's called the Lord Hobo 5 Triple IPA. Beer Chugs is here, commenting, hello. Cheers to you, Beer Chugs. So Lord Hobo 5 is a 10% triple IPA. And it is a West Coast style. Canned on 6/11, real fresh. June 19th, 2020, we celebrate 5 years of Lord Hobo Brewing Company. What better way to represent 5 years of hard work than a bold 10% triple IPA? Strong, just like our team, we strive for greatness in everything we do. Hobo 5 is a West Coast-inspired IPA that brings forward strong notes of peach and citrus with slight hints of pineapple. It was brewed with a special technique to help thin out the body and give you a different mouthfeel experience. Sweet. Dive into these deep layers of hops and cheers to 5 years of success. And they are in Woburn, Massachusetts. Probably some pine cone, I would imagine. I don't know what kind of hopping and malts they're using because their website does not even list this beer. Great going. They list all their year-round beers, but they don't seem to list a lot of these specialty beers. Trillium kind of tulipy glass. Okay, so we're not getting a lot of head, so let's generate it. It's a little better. Lord Hobo V5, 10%. All right, so let's assess. That was all the light we gave. That was all the light to give. Let's assess the color. That is, on my end, orangey, marmalade, kind of apricot, dark, copper-colored. And it looks more murky than it actually is here on the camera. Oh, there you go. Bam. And there's a lot of fine sediment in there. It's like a hazy kind of IPA sediment look to it and haze to it. And it has that nice bone white head. I guess the legs are trickling down slowly. So this is going to be a big old beer. Beauty of a color. And the smell is pretty good. The smell is very marmalade, apricot, kind of that fruit preserve, the jam kind of note to it. Yes, pine cone is somewhere in there. So you're getting a big blast of that apricot preserve flavor or scent. And then it's just all grapefruit central. Grapefruit central, orange central, the citrusy kind of orangey fruits. Definitely some like toasty caramel toffee malts. There's almost a mold, M-U-L-L-E-D, cider kind of a nose to it, but not that herbaceous at all or spiced at all. But there is a little bit of that. Again, I'm getting lots of the pine mixed in with that tropical citrusy preserve nose. So, and it smells like it's going to be kind of sticky. So let's just try it. Good nose for a West Coast IPA. Cheers. And happy anniversary to you, Lord Hobo. No, mold does not preserve. Okay. Wow. Whoa. Damn. Yeah, it's got a big chest warming sensation for damn sure at 10%. All right, so the nose so far and the taste are very aligned on that apricot kind of preserve. Hello, that apricot kind of preserve flavor, and tons of piney, resinous, grapefruit forward flavors. I actually thought it was going to be a little bit more sticky than it is. I mean, it is a tiny bit sticky and rich in the mouthfeel. Don't get me wrong. This is a pretty rich beer. That overbearingly sweet. Actually, no, not really. You get it all in the beginning of the mouthfeel, and then it dries pretty nicely. About 7 to 8 seconds, it dries. You're left with the warming sensation of alcohol in the mouth. The head is nice, rich, and creamy. And I would say it's got a medium plus, but it's pretty full for the mouthfeel in general. It's pretty... Yeah, it's moderately crisp. Like I said, it is pretty clean. It's kind of refreshing. However, it's got a big warming sensation of the 10%. It doesn't sting at all. It doesn't have any sharpness. I think it doesn't have any sharpness in the alcohol. It's got big, piney, oily, resinous. Those citrus fruit, hoppy flavors are really, and the pine, are really hanging on for all they're worth, and they're giving you a show and a dance, and they're telling you, if you like bitter beer, I'm going to give you what you want. So thank you, hops, on that one. It's a little unbalanced in the hopping. It may be like 70%. I don't know. It's like 60-40 hops to 40% malt, 60% hops. But I do appreciate how clean it is, and I like the malt base to it. Yeah, very marmalade-y, if that makes sense. So I am going to say, I don't know what the rating is on this beer. I'm going to say they did what they kind of sought out to do, which was create a really good West Coast IPA. And they were talking about using a special technique in the brewing process to thin out the body. Not 100%, but it is not a chore to drink at 10%. You malt liquor people, you Anheuser-Busch's and your Millers, learn how to do the mouthfeel thing like this, because this is good. I'm going to give it a... I'm going to give it a 92 out of 100. It would get way higher ratings from me if the absolute amount of the malts to the hop ratio were more in balance. By that, I mean if I got more malts in this and the hops didn't have to take the big super, stance that they are taking, it would be great. But when I want a punch in the gut, and I can find in alcohol, if I want a punch in the gut, and if I want a punch in the mouth with some hopping flavors here in Massachusetts, or however far this Lord Hobo beer specifically is getting distributed, I can go for this, no problem. It was probably $3 and change, I bet. So excellent price value. We got 7 people watching. You people are fucking nuts. Thank you to Beer Chugs. Thank you to Alex the Beer Master. I'm doing all right, sir. Thank you to Blake TV. Ronald Sutton. Always a pleasure, sir. Thrash Metal. Drunken One. Who else are we missing? What do you mean by malt liquor people? What I mean by the malt liquor people, I was actually referring to the actual brewers that make the malt liquor. So Anheuser-Busch and Miller. Yeah, so 93. Excellent beer. And until next time, cheers. And we'll see you soon. Thank you again. 7 people and 4 likes so far at the end of this review.